So good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm Claudio, and today with our Baklava agency, we are going to present to you the second assignment of brand management class. I would like to share with you once again our brand value proposition. So Matera, a unique journey through the history of timeless stone. You will see later on how we decline the brand value proposition in our creative contents. So, but anyway, the first step of creating an advertising campaign is to define the objective of our brand. So in this case, we focus on the increasing of Matera brand awareness, and of course, we decide to advertise it through the two most used social media platforms, such as Facebook and Instagram. While the second step was to identify our buyer persona, and with a lot of creativity and imagination, we defined three real persons. So I'm presenting to you Marco, Stella, Andy, and Oliver, three different target groups. And thank you for your attention. And now Batuan is going to explain you the media we choose. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I talk about media plan. Social media channels sponsor agreements for paid media are a common feature for these three buyer personas. Influencer and marketing studies take place to young couple and older Gen Z. As owned media, our own websites, social media channels, and online blog pages are media elements for these three target audience. In the earned media, individual and social media comments, suggestions written in the next paper, and word of mouth are included in this study. Please, next slide, Claudio. We see the young audience prefers Instagram and TikTok. Claudio, the previous slides. Yeah. We see that the young audience prefers Instagram and TikTok, and the older audience uses Facebook more actively. Due to the fact that Matera is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, we obtained many sponsors for the promotion of the campaign. For example, we include Ruma and Fargioni in the Cooking with the Local campaign. The influence of influencers on social media in the awareness development of Matera is quite large. Although home advertising is only valid for couple and adults, we say that billboards and posters are important to this audience. Next slide, please. Social network, blog, and websites were determined as owned media. Please, next slide. There is a solid relationship at the core of our purposes. We consider the hashtag application to be the most important element to attract the attention of the audience. At the same time, user-generated content and word of mouth are the most important elements for trust and awareness. By establishing a good relationship with journalists and influencers, we try to enable campaign advertising in article in next papers. Please, next slides. Yes, this is our Matera brand awareness campaign, Shabron. Please, next slides. Okay, thank you for your attention. And now, Eleonora is going to explain you Gen Z. Thank you.
As regards the target audience, we decided to focus on young people from 18 to 25 years old, specifically from Italy. Our buyer persona is Marco, he's 20, and from the insights we managed to understand that he loves traveling and spending time with his friends, but at the same time, being a student, he obviously cannot rely on a large budget. As regards the schedule, we decided to start the campaign on the 1st of September and end it on the 10th of October. This period could be one of the best for young people to visit Matera because it's cheaper than summer and many activities and events take place in mid-October, for example, the Balloon Festival. The budget we set is 40 and we managed to reach from 4 to 12,000 people per day. As regards the location, we chose Italian cities. Next slide. Not only because traveling inside Italy is cheaper, but also because we wanted the Italian younger generation to be aware of what the city can offer to them. As you can see in the narrow audience, the keyword is cheap holidays, and we also put some interests like adventure travel, nightlife holidays, and so on, and educational level, high school, and university. We decided to do our campaign on Instagram because this is the most used social media by the Generation Z. So first of all, as you can see here, we created a carousel that focuses on 3 aspects that are important for young people. So nightlife, low budget holidays, and activities. So this is how we created the content. And in the second content, which is a video made of sliding pictures, which should appear in stories and in-stream videos, we focused our attention on the main activities and events that could attract young people. And this is also how we created the content. Thank you. And now Francesca will explain the next part.
For the second ad set, we thought about young couples between 35 and 45. In this case, our buyer persona is Stella and Andy. They enjoy eating at the restaurant every weekend, visiting museums, and traveling. Next slide. The campaign starts in mid-January. Claudio, next slide. The campaign starts in mid-January until mid-February because our goal is to increase Matera's awareness among young couples and attract them during St. Valentine's Day. For our audience, we choose people living in European cities who could easily reach Matera for a weekend without spending too much. One of the pain points of our buyer persona is the lack of free time to travel and relax, and that's why we think that Matera could be the perfect city for our target. In a relationship, interests correlated to love are the main features because we want to attract couples during Valentine's Day. And next slide, we choose a Facebook campaign because Facebook is the most used social media among millennials and Generation X.
Okay, and so for the creative content of our set 2, we decided to create an image to advertise our Matera Light Festival, pointing out the romantic aspect of this city. And then we also created a short video that can show exactly how Matera could be magic for a couple. And now I'll show you the video. Okay, and for the captions on Facebook, we try to combine our brand value proposition and the romantic sentences and words such as enjoy a romantic escape surrounded by our timeless stones on St. Valentine's Day, and of course the hashtag romantic Matera. And now Chatai will explain you our set 3.
Our third persona was adults between 55 to 60 years old. We defined them with Oliver, who is 60 years old, married and retired. He cares about traditions, enjoy daily life, spending time with cultural trips, especially traveling in Europe. Next slide, Claudio. For the adults, we want to create a campaign focusing on Christmas period. Since it is a 1-month campaign, we have set a daily budget of €80 to reach the maximum audience. Our aim was to target adults living in big cities of the USA because we knew that they are more likely to choose Italy as a holiday destination. For the interest, we focus on cultural, traditional, and culinary activities like museum, local food, and history. Next slide, Claudio. We wanted to choose Facebook as our main ad tool because many researchers have shown us this age group mostly use this channel. And Alara will continue.
Thank you. And for the creative contents, we created 2 different contents for this group. One was Facebook image and the second was one carousel. And we wanted to focus uniqueness on the messages. That's why for the contents, we chose to show different Christmas traditions of Matera as unique experiences, like the famous Presepe Vivente and traditional cooking classes that you can show here. And next slide, please. On our first image, we focused on saying discover a unique Christmas experience in Matera while showing different experiences in one single image. And that's how we created the content on Ad Manager. Next slide, please. And for the carousel, we created five different images showing each unique experience. We used to call to action words and showed real images from Matera. And for the messages, we said discover Matera during Christmas and enjoy unique traditions under the timeless stones. And this is also how we created the contents. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much. You were perfect.
Thank you.
You lost sometimes in the beginning for the screen sharing. Okay, wonderful and really great work. You already know that you have done an outstanding work, and of course, in these few minutes, you cannot show everything. But really, my compliments again. Okay, second team to present in alphabetical order is Brandstorming.
Good morning, professors and students. Our group is glad to present an advertising campaign for Piedmont based on the brand value proposition. Next slide, please. That we have done before. And the next slide. First of all, we analyzed social media and also TripAdvisor to find the specific insights for our buyer personas. To do this, we studied publications by key tags as well as geotags. And it turned out that most customers post photos with landscapes, food, and wine. The second thesis is I want to say everything, but in one day. TripAdvisor users talk about interesting routes, discounts, and sport activities in Piedmont. And the last, what people are looking for on Google in the context of Christmas. Parade, light, and trees. On the basis of this data, we created 3 buyer personas. Marie is a working mom who tries to keep up with everything, but she doesn't have time for herself. George is retired. He is tired from the noise of Rome and the large crowds. He appreciates calmness and travel as breath of fresh air for him. Adam is an extreme person who works in an office. He's looking for bright emotions and likes to explore new places. On the eve of the holidays, we launched an advertising campaign with the following communication objectives. Awareness, so we want to attract more tourists in Piedmont. Image, we intend to show the region as an ideal place for a family holiday such as Christmas. And action, we want to get more booking and increase sales. To achieve these goals, we have chosen the following types of media, and it is important to notice that we came up with the advertising on television and radio, choose the concrete programs according to our target. And Flaminio will tell you more about this.
Thank you, Maria. Yeah, we have chosen TV, radio, an event, and influencer marketing as paid media for our objectives. We have created some audiovisual materials. Imaging our company had an internal creative department. We have created 3 radio spots for each target. The young girl for dynamic people looking for experiences, the little girl for the family target looking for a place to spend a happy and memorable Christmas holiday, and the elder man looking for a place to relax after all those years of taking care of his children, grandchildren, and friends. So maybe we could listen to one of those radio spots, pardon. So Costanza.
A long time has gone by since our last vacation. Now is the moment to go where we've never been, where it's time for us to choose freely, where peace is not too far away from the city life, but it isn't that simple distance that lays respect. Perfect place for us to enjoy free time, free walks, typical food and wine poetry, fairs, excursions, and long relax, but we could also go shopping to buy presents for our grandchildren, couldn't we? We're going to Piedmont.
And we've also created a TV spot, but here you can find it in a storyboard. So the key here is to talk about all the different stories, all the different key stories from different points of view. These points of views are narrated according to the personal height, context, and objects surrounding the actors of the stories. So you may find the car, you may find the shops and their lights. You may see the classroom all decorated in Christmas. You may find the parents. You may also find the theme of a trip. And finally, our destination, which is Piedmont. Now, what about the channels? We can go, yes. For the radio, we've chosen RTL 102.5 since it is the radio leader in Italy. The spot will be launched from 19th to 23rd December. We've chosen a TV schedule from 26th to November to 26th December with continuity scheduling since we have little time to increase awareness for Christmas. Instead, for television, we've chosen Mediaset channels, so Channel 5 with All Together Now and Striscia la Notizia, and Italia 1 with Le Iene Show. Then we can go further talking about a little bit of the influencer marketing. So in order to increase the booking for the event, we'll further cover, we've considered to involve influencers popular in the travel and lifestyle topics, during dealing a 12-hour flash sale based on a given code and compensation from that percentage of customers' discounts. We've negotiated stories and sponsored posts. So
in order to promote action and increasing booking, we have planned a one-week event called Piedmont Clouds from 24 December to New Year's Eve. Customers who book in through our landing page will generate a special code, which will be delivered to them at check-in in the affiliated structure. This code will be allow them to have discounts and offers, such as a gifted aperitif based on local product, or a discount on ski pass, or free access to shops that will escort them to Christmas fair, and a 50% discount on many activities such as spa or excursion. So this is the landing page we have created for the event. Therefore, we have created a Facebook campaign to sponsor this event with 3 different ad sets. Each of these is addressed to a specific buyer persona. Our campaign objective is conversion, because we want to increase booking and find exactly those people who are ready to make a purchase or other action we need. We opted for a lifetime budget because Facebook automatically adjusts cost per single day, and we spend 350 euro per ad set. The first ad set is aimed at young people interested in making new experience and looking for adrenaline and sports. In fact, we choose from 18 to 35 as the age of this ad set target audience. And this is an example of carousel for this ad set, with a call to action that will direct customers to the landing page. And the headline is Piedmont Clouds, book your week, discover your magic code. Lots of advantages are waiting for you. And this is an example of a video for Facebook Stories and Reel with the same headline. Okay, thanks for attention. And Manuel is going to explain you the second assignment.
Yes, so for the answer number 2, we're, please, next slide, please. We're directing the message to a much more familiar public, to a target of like parents with children under 4 and 15 years old, with interests like holidays, Christmas, market, discount cards, and farmhouses, and spending time with family and nature. Like this will be in general like more like familiar public with holidays interests. Here we have some of the examples of the pictures that we use, and the video will be something like this.
Okay, I'm going to talk about ad set number 3. Ad set number 3 is directed to people that wants to relax and enjoy culture and nature. This ad set is aimed to a public between 55 and 75 years old who are interested in gastronomy, culture, museums, relax, and nature. Here we are going to see a video example about Piedmont culture. Okay. Then we have created a Facebook advertising campaign with 3 different target audience. Each ad set costs 350 euros, in total 1,050 euros. Therefore, the budget we consider will be about 271,000 euros, but we will definitely look for opportunities to save money and negotiate mutually beneficial terms. And
Okay, thank you
that's
for the
all.
attention. I'm going to stop the...
Thank you, thank you. Okay, perfect. Okay. So,
Bravi!
bravi, bravi, veramente bravi. So far, so
Thank you.
there, Isabella. Veramente bravi. Prices are not so realistic sometimes. But I really appreciated a lot your efforts to apply everything that we have learned so far during the lesson. So I was really very pleased. Also regarding all your works, the videos are really effective. Very well.
Thank you so much.
Let's go. Brand, promise. Are you here, guys?
Yes, here we are.
Wonderful.
Good morning.
So good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to listen to your presentation. When you're ready to share your screen, I will start the stopwatch. So let's wait. Yes, I'm seeing it. So the floor is yours.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We're Brand Promise Group, and this is us in Civita di Bagnoreggio. Starting from our buyer personas profiles, we have identified 3 potential customers to represent our target segmentations. This is Shiro, a 36-year-old Japanese man interested in manga, anime culture, and video games. She's Brittany, a 54-year-old American woman interested in Italian culture, food and wine tasting, and history. Last but not least, we have Matteo, a 32-year-old Italian man who likes outdoor sports, historical novels, and spending time with his family. Concerning the international target, the reason behind targeting Shiro resides in the intention to leverage the worldwide success that the anime movie La Puta Castle in the Sky claimed. The location of the movie is inspired to Civita di Bagnoreggio, so this campaign aims to increase the awareness among Japanese tourists who know the movie but don't know the link between La Puta and Civita. The decision to target Brittany is based on the analysis of 2019 tourist arrivals data by nationality. And this data shows that Americans have the highest rate in terms of visits to the Italian capital. The campaign in this case wants to raise awareness about the small distance between Rome and Civita, encouraging American tourists visiting Rome to spend a day in the magical Italian city. Matera was chosen to promote and increase Italian tourism during the low season. In this period, the city offers many events, such as comics events, which engage adults and children. We have focused our campaigns on awareness, image, and traffic, which are the communication objectives. Awareness refers to the introduction of Civita to new customers and make it a prioritized destination of Central Italy. Image objective addresses to all the people who know Civita but aren't persuaded enough to visit it. It leverages the city's key drivers as the uniqueness of the surrounding environment, the hospitality and kindness of its community, and the cultural heritage belonging to its ancient origins. The last objective, traffic on the website, has the purpose to increase the number of visitors on the website, which provides all the information that clients need to plan their trip to Civita, and they have the possibility to buy tickets directly on the website, even from abroad and months in advance.
The communication plan. According to our vision and mission, the message behind our communication plan is to get to know and experience Civita before it disappears. In order to do that, we develop a multi-channel communication system where the media choice was divided for our three objectives. Starting from the paid media, the first media that we decide to implement is influencer marketing through the figure of Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci is an Italian-American actor that leads a CNN TV series called Sourcing for Italy. Remaining aware of our budget, the strategy is to invite Stanley Tucci to experience Civita in order to create original content through which promote the city through his social profiles. The second paid media is Meta for Business. Through Meta for Business, we will do two campaigns, one based on the brand awareness objectives and the second one based on the traffic to the website objectives. The last paid media is Google Text Ads. Through Google Text Ads, the aim is to show the official website of Civita di Bagnoreggio to all the users that are searching for tips on place to visit in central Italy or around Rome. The strategy will be implemented for the Italian target and the American target. For both the strategy, we will use the answerthepublic.com platform to identify the most frequently keyword used. Then we have the home media. For the home media, we decide to enforce the merchandising with a new branded product offering and to have more active use of the website with implementation of a new section called What About Civita. Moreover, we would like to our Italian customers to join our newsletter in order to be updated about events, novelties, and all the news from the city. At least we have earned media. The first media is user-generated content in order to increase the circulation of selfies and all the photos taken at Civita. We introduce a new hashtag name called Civita da Sofferto. We would like to implement our press office that will create and distribute this press release to all its contacts regarding events, initiatives, and all the relevant information about the town. At least we would like to trigger and encourage word of mouth.
Concerning Meta for Business, we have developed two different campaigns. The awareness one has an ad set for each target. The second one is aimed to increase website traffic. This campaign is implemented only for the international targets, Ciro and Brittany, considering that they are the most likely to rely on the website in order to plan their holiday in advance. Each campaign consists of specific ad sets based on the peculiarities of the individual targets. Regarding the scheduling, both campaigns take place between October and December. The awareness campaign aims to target the international audience when it's more likely to organize an holiday to Europe for the next season, while the Italian buyer persona is targeted in this period in order to increase the tourist flow at the beginning of the so-called low season. The traffic campaign begins in the last period of the awareness campaign. The aim is to convince a target group that has already been exposed to the awareness campaign to buy tickets online. Then we have the budget that was estimated using the affordability method, which takes into account Civita's available funds. Now we are going to have a look at each campaign in detail. I will explain the targeting methods, while Lucas will explain the different contents. The first ad set is Ciro. For our purposes, we created a target with an interest in manga, referring to the familiarity with the movie La Puta Castle in the Sky, and that was a regular traveler with a particular interest for Italy. Considering the social media usage habits in Japan, Ciro's campaign was planned for Instagram. Lucas. We don't hear you, Lucas.
Maybe it started automatically or no?
No, I think we don't hear the Lucas.
No, it didn't start. It's a pity. It was lovely. Maybe go back and go
No,
back.
no, the video works. We don't hear Lucas.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Meanwhile, we can see the video. Why
Go back to one slide. Go back to the previous slide. And then
Okay, do you hear me now? Sorry about that.
Yes. Now, yes. You have to turn on your microphone.
Okay.
Okay, so when thinking about the content and what will appeal to the target, we must specifically tailor contents delivered to them to achieve peak results. If the message is unclear or inconsistent, the audience will not respond in the way we intended. Example, if we are targeting someone who is Japanese, we must create content that is in Japanese. Keeping this in mind, we plan this original video. The idea for the video is developed by the group and later created personally by myself and Annalisa using Adobe Premiere in order to have content that is truly original and not borrowed. This quote and music are taken directly from the film to further connect with the audience. Let's have a look. So again, here, taking specific aspects of the movie and creating an original image to connect with the audience effectively, such as adding a character from the film and also a memorable quote.
Regarding Brittany, we targeted middle-aged Americans interested in traveling to Rome and with a desire to learn more about Italian culture and traditions. With consideration to the social media usage habits of middle-aged Americans, we chose to use Facebook.
For the image, we created this prototype that is visual pleasing, inviting, and also informative. The description is focused on the vicinity of Civita to Rome and reads, "Everyone knows Rome, only a few understand the beauty outside of it. Come to discover the dying city, a few steps away from the eternal city." And again, with the carousel, the contents had to be memorable and also consistent. Beauty, nature, tradition. What could you want more from a village inhabited by only 11 people? Come to discover the dying city, a few steps away from the eternal city.
Last one regarding the awareness campaign, Matteo. For him, we build a target audience from Northern Italy with a family that wants to spend a weekend out of town, in a place surrounded by nature, full of culture and traditions, and that at the same time includes child-friendly activities. We use both Instagram and Facebook for him.
So for our Italian audience, the goal is the same. Tailor the contents to appeal to, spark interest, and connect with the intended audience. To make this video, we went to Civita as a group, interviewed some of the locals, and later edited the video at home. Let's have a look.
Per me Civita è tutto, è la mia vita perché io sono nata qui, cresciuta, vissuta e invecchiata pure e quindi per me è la vita mia qui.
La tranquillità. Sono innamorato io di Civita, l'aria è buona, non ci respiro bene, non ci sono macchine.
So again, here, the image had to be consistent with our message. And again, the text follows the message for the campaign, inviting Matteo to take a break at Civita from the stressful, chaotic city life.
Then the second campaign was focused on increasing traffic to the website. We used the same international targets, focusing the campaign on a call to action, book now.
Yes, and as you can see, the message is clear and memorable from the awareness campaign. However, adding the call to action increases the drive traffic to the website. And here again, following the same visual style, we added the call to action to the traffic campaign for the American audience to, again, increase traffic to the website. So we are Brand Promise Group, and in conclusion, looking back on the decision to visit Civita as a group really made the difference in our project. We would all like to especially thank the residents at Civita that made our videos possible. And thank you for your time.
Thank you. You have a professionals among you, some you guys, you don't have. Anyway, I'm so proud of you. You have done outstanding job. So wonderful. And then last but not least, I'm asking if Modernco is ready to present.
Yes.
Okay, so start sharing the screen, and when you're ready. Okay, wonderful. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. And well, we also did as a group our territorial branding, and today we're going to present it to you guys. So this is our agenda. We were quite a big group, and we can you go up a bit again? Yeah, thank you. We did a communication plan at first, and based on that, we designed a Facebook campaign, and that's what we're gonna do, present to you guys today, shortly. This is our team. We are a team of girls, as you can see. And, oh, there's an alarm going on here. My name is Yildau, and I'm going to start this presentation and also tell you shortly what we found, how we designed our buyer personas, who they are, and the objectives that come with them that we decided on. So first, the communication plan, because we made a plan for the brand Italy. We want to more people to come to Italy as a holiday destination. So we made a communication plan. At first, we designed buyer personas to indicate and emphasize more with our with the customer, with the target audience. So that's what we did. We designed two personas, and the first persona is Marie, and Marie is a bit like us, like us girls. She's 25, she is from Germany, and she studies marketing. She wants to spend a 10-day vacation in a European country with her friends. And she is very outgoing. She likes to spend time on social media. She just made a TikTok, and she just likes to follow influencers and also base her life decisions a bit on that. So we found that very interesting because Italy is a super aesthetically pleasing country and has a lot of things to offer. So what we did is describe this in the buyer persona. We described what motivates Marie based on her characteristics, why Marie would visit Italy, and her pain points, just what could be the obstacles that Marie could, that could be in between.
Okay, I remind you that you have 8 minutes left. Okay, so I don't know. Don't
sorry, okay. Yeah, that will go very fast then. Okay. Thank you. And we did the same for Olivier La Rochelle. And Olivier La Rochelle is a French dad. And as you can see, there are two very different buyer personas. So we did the same for Olivier La Rochelle to target another very specific audience. And you can go down. We made a whole schedule of objectives. We focused on all the points of the customer journey, but for the Facebook campaign, we focused on brand awareness. So for brand awareness, the paid media is the most important part. Why? Because on paid media, we can target our target audience very specific. So we wanted to do that via paid search, Google Ads, ads on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. We wanted to build awareness because they probably are already aware. Maria is already aware of Italy, but we want to remind and put Italy in her head. Like, this is an option, you should go here. And we want to do that via paid media. And we did the same for Olivier, the communication objectives. Again, we want to focus on brand awareness. We want to bring Italy as a brand in his head, so he goes into the whole phase of the customer journey. And this is also what we were planning on doing via paid media, via paid advertising, via TV. Yeah, but the other girls are gonna explain more about this right now, about the Facebook campaign, how we did that. Thank you.
For our cognitive objective for the campaign is to increase brand awareness. So for this communication objective, we have decided to create a campaign with two ad sets. The first ad set focused on Oliver as a buyer persona, so we target a familiar person with children and who enjoys familiar sporty holidays. Oliver really enjoys cycling and all that is involved in that world. This first ad set includes 3 types of ads, an image and 2 videos. 2 videos we can see there. Here at the bottom part of the slide, you can see the preview of the ads that we have created for the campaign. As you can see, the first ad is a photo that seeks to attract the target audience of our buyer persona because it is precisely a family on a bicycle tour. The second ad is a video aimed at people like Oliver, people who want to spend an adventurous family holiday. That's why we decided to mix a sense of families doing different kinds of activities together with such of spectacular Italian landscapes.
And at least but not least, our third ad for this ad set is focused on our brand values, tradition, quality, authenticity, sophistication, and pleasure. And why? That's because Oliver already knows about Italy, but it's important for us as a brand that he relates it to these aspects to reach our campaign objective.
The second ad set, Charles Maris, is looking to spend an unforgettable summer holiday with her friends, and she wants to post many cute pictures on Instagram. For this ad set, we have decided to create 3 ads too: 1 image, a carousel of images, and a video that is a reel for Instagram. With the first ad, we want to show and highlight spectacular summer day out. With the carousel, we want to draw Mary's attention to the fact that Italy is what she's looking for. In fact, we want to show her that Italy is the perfect destination for a summer trip with her friends.
Okay, so now we're going to show you a video that we have created for Marie. It's a recap with many moments around Italy, like following Marie values and personality. And our mission is to promote our brand image, our creativity, and absolutely generate a powerful identity. So let's see.
Okay, related to the budget, we check out some information from the class notes as the Facebook CPM and the CTR to calculate the hypothetical budget that we should invest to get a reach of 20,000. Here you can see the whole process and the final result of the budget of almost 280,000 euros. And on the other hand, we decide to determine the campaign from November 27th to take advantage of the Black Fridays and Cyber Monday discounts until 27th of December, because the magical experience of discovering Italy could also be a wonderful Christmas gift.
So we're going to talk now about the Facebook campaign. After having selected the budget and the schedule, we will focus on the geographic targeting, because our buyer persona knows the beauty of Italy but needs a reminder. We will select the location where we want our ad to appear, in this case people traveling to Italy. After that, we will choose some demographic characteristics. We will target people between 35 and 45 years old with a family like Oliver's. To make it specific, we have added some interests such as adventures, travel, sports, cycling, holidays, and nature. We have also added narrow interests like travel and sports with family, so that it appears in people's searches for family travel and family sports. Finally, we have selected the placement where we want our ad to appear. We will only place these ads on Facebook because it's the social network that uses Olivier.
We will follow the same process for Mary's ad set. First of all, we will select the budget and the scheduling. And next, we will select the location where we want our ad to appear, which again will be Italy. And the age, of course, between 18 and 30 years old. For this ad set, we have changed the interest to adjust them to the target audience. She likes, for example, food, culture, and travel. As this buyer persona uses Instagram, the placements for the ads are focused on the social platform. And our ad will appear, for example, in the Instagram feed. Afterwards, the preview of the publication of our ads will appear again. We can see. So thank you for listening, and we hope you have been able to discover the many flavors of Italy.
Thank you. Guys, for future presentations, I would suggest you to make some practice in the presentation with the timing, because the teams who have done that, it showed, okay? So you have done a great work, but with, in the presentation there were, you didn't sell it as you could, okay? Practice. Okay, so.
Thank you.
Thank you for your smile. Now, I would ask all the students, I know already what Isabella is thinking. Now, I'm showing you a count, so we take the attendance of today, and I want to know, what do you think, of course, about this about this presentation. So now I will ask you to choose the winner. Okay, and let's start and choose which is your favorite. Which was your favorite presentation? Remember, Baklava, Matera, Brandstorming, Piedmont, Brand Promise, Civita, and Modernco with Italy. Which is your favorite? Which was your favorite presentation, your favorite project? Now that you all have worked, you know the difficulties. And so let's see, what do you think? Baklava with Matera, Brandstorming with Piedmont, then Brand Promise with Civita, and Modernco. So 40% of you choose Brand Promise, and okay, and I can tell you that this is also the favorite project by Isabella. Isabella, what do you want to say?
Sorry. Io penso che loro sono tutti bravissimi. Mi hanno convinto a viaggiare in Italia. Sono bravissimi. Sono eclettici, hanno diversificato, mi hanno stimolata, insomma hanno individuato i target. Posso dire il team che secondo me ha diciamo diversificato e ha, diciamo, tra virgolette, venduto meglio?
Yes.
Senza nulla togliere agli altri,
yes.
Io credo che da Daniele Lauretti comprerei tutto.
Grazie.
E gli altri ragazzi comunque anche molto bravi. Mi dispiace non farmi vedere, ma sono pessimamente malata. Quindi,
grazie di essere qua.
Il team di Daniele ha diversificato, ha mostrato meglio la propria merce. E quindi hanno fatto anche una buona pianificazione, anche se devo dire troppo vicino all'evento, ragazzi, tutti troppo vicino all'evento. Se io devo pianificare una vacanza devo avere più tempo e quindi la prossima volta immaginate di fare una campagna magari divisa in due, una vicina all'evento e una di programmazione. Comunque siete state veramente tutti molto bravi. Daniele, cresci.
Sì. Grazie mille.
Daniele non è unbeatable, but they practice, I think. So really, they really knew how to sell their work. So really, my compliments. Also, the class choose you. Also, me. I also love Matera, Piedmont. I love all your presentations. So, but anyway.
Thank you very much.
The winner of this competition of this year is the Brand Promise team. My compliments.
Grazie.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bravi. E complimenti alla professoressa, evidentemente.
Yes, I'm very proud. Also, I'm very proud of myself. No, really, guys, really, you made an outstanding job. So, 2 points for all the members of the winning teams and 1 point for all the members of all the other teams that were presented today. So, not only on the second, on the third, I don't want to say second or third, so also they took 1 point, Baklava team, Brandstorming team, and Modernco team. So each one of you got 1 point to add to the written test, which will begin in a little while. We'll make the exemption, so my compliments again for the winning team. And now, grazie Isabella for being with us, grazie per essere stata con noi, and now we prepare for the exemption test.
Grazie a voi per aver condiviso questa esperienza utile e mi ha messo ottimismo, ragazzi. Continuate così.
Grazie, sì. Yes, I agree.
Grazie.
I agree. So, I don't know if our winners want to say something, and while I'm opening the test.
No, we wanted just to say thank you for everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you.
La pace del mondo.
Yeah.
You were really great.